Welcome to USA Critics, where we will be reviewing the Voyagers. It was a trashy movie, my opinion. Very trashy.
It was a trashy start.
Thank
It
you.
was a trashy middle. I was talking about her entrance.
Anyway, the movie is basically that they set up like this mission to go into space, and they're doing like this whole. They're looking for a planet or something. I don't know if they're looking for it. What is it?
Oh my word. So Voyagers is a trip they're making to some type of planet. It's gonna take 86 years to get there. So they're producing children on the plane, on the airship. And it'll take 3 generations. So the grandchildren will be the ones arriving. That is the premise
Sad.
of the movie.
You can see this is going.
It's trash.
Ooh, I would
Do
like to
not
point out
watch it.
The only
they called it a thriller. Was there
yeah.
something else they called it? It was like, was it action?
Thriller, something sci-fi. We'll give it that much.
Sci-fi.
And it might have been action or adventure.
No, it was not one of those.
Number 1 was drama. If you want to see drama, watch that movie.
no, don't watch it anyway.
If you want to
see drama, if you want to see bad acting,
bad acting, yes, I agree.
horrible plot. The only
Yes.
thing this movie had going for it, and it wasn't even going, it was just at least up to standard, was the cameraing.
Okay.
That's the only thing it had going for it.
I don't even think they. Well, obviously the only CGI. I hate CGI. The only CGI they had was the airship, and if they were outside fixing something, but like it wasn't to the extent of like gross. It was like what we
That's just
expected.
because they were low budget and couldn't afford it.
The sad part is we have to resort to the cameraing. That's how bad the movie was.
No, it was pretty bad. you wouldn't even enjoy it if you wanted.
I would like to point out that it was nothing that I expected it to be for an action sci-fi, and it just had way too many like scenes that you didn't need to put in. Way too many.
It was like gross.
Yes,
1 out of 10
inappropriate.
gross.
Inappropriate would be my word.
Gross. It was like I don't know.
I may never watch a thriller again, because thrillers are on a losing streak with me, and that movie just may have put the final nail in the coffin.
I mean, like, you couldn't get worse than that. They were, like, trying to rip off the game Among Us. Like, they were using venting. So it was on the airship, and at one point, they were crying murder, in a sense. And they were using venting. Yes, don't get me wrong, they were. They had meetings, and both times they had the meetings, trust me, it ended like Among Us. So they ripped that off. It was horrible. We'd never watch it. I would have turned it off if it wasn't for the review, but you know.
I would have still turned it off.
1 out of 10. I mean, it's
All
not
right,
worth my
we're
breath.
voting. There's not much else to say. Do not watch the movie. It was a waste of time.
It's a 1 out of
The
10.
plot was disgusting. There was no like real. I don't even understand the reason of the movie. Actually, there was no point.
There literally was not.
I don't even.
The ending was trash when you think about it. Like, after all that, like, stupid stuff we had to watch, all it was like, ooh, you got to see, like, all these kids, like, peering out a window at a world.
I don't even
It was just
understand
like-
what we were watching.
They had 2 action scenes in the entire movie.
It was like gross.
I actually counted them.
Well, we're voting now.
1
so
out of 10. And that's the lowest we can go, let's call it.
I would have said
I would
0.
have said 0.
I don't think we should be able to do 0, because 0 is basically like non-existent.
It was
My
pretty
point.
bad.
My
It was
point.
If there's pictures on a screen, it has to be 1.
I just realized we are now sponsoring Roku TV. Let me point that one out a little louder. Okay, so I'm gonna rate that one, if I could, a 0, but obviously we can't. So a 1.
Does -1 account?
No. 1 is the lowest we can go.
1 year.
It gets the point across.
Bad. 1.
You won't see too many films where you'll agree.
Did you say?
I said 1 multiple times.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. Don't watch it. So this
Never.
is USA Critics reviewing Voyagers. It's a 2021 film. Not
And it's
sure
2
who it
hours
was
of misery.
directed by, but do not